Hey guys, I wanted to shoot this quick video on the New Zealand news that came out yesterday. I thought I thought I would be fully ready for it, and trust me, it took me totally by surprise. I actually was helping somebody on Zoom leading up to that, and I actually didn't get myself fully prepared for what took place. So before I go into the charts there, I just want to quickly show you what what I was setting myself up for on the calendar. So of course, all these news releases where you can kind of schedule major news here. If I just bring up what happened yesterday at 10 o'clock my time was the news coming out, RBNZ policy statements and a whole raft of stuff. Yeah, statements there, and there was a press conference. The damage got done here, and it got done prior to the news coming out. And so, what caught me off guard was I figured, okay, by 10 o'clock, I'll just look at the chart and I'll just see, my goodness, the move happened so quick. I actually missed the entry big time. So preparation is key with these things. And like I said, I don't normally trade dead on a news release, but that was pretty powerful. So check. I want to just dissect what happened, man, because it was incredible. At 10 o'clock, this massive news came out. First of all, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to span my chart here. First and foremost, if I look at the time frame where that news release came out, if I look at the hour chart, so it was hovering around here, and you could see this big drop, which is where it happened. So because it's a news release, I would drop to a 5-minute chart, okay, so I can get a better entry and see what's going on. So if you could see right around this time here, this is obviously the start of a new trading day. Price is just ranging. This is the Asian session. Price is just ranging, right? We know in the Asian session, there's not a lot of movement, a lot of consolidation. And so price is just bouncing between this my pivot line here and, this support line here. So nothing really happening too tough. So I get an alert. Of course, this is still the 50 moving average EMA that I use to identify higher time frames, but obviously now I'm just waiting for an entry for where the direction is going to go before the move happens. And so as you can see here at 9:30, there was a drop there. There was an arrow alert there of when before this move took place. Okay, so that happened. And you can see by the time it reached 10 o'clock, the move literally it really did a massive drop, like massive amount of pips just dropped that same time. Okay, I didn't have time to mess about. So by the time I saw it, I was on the next candle, which was 5 minutes past the hour. It had really did that massive move to the downside. All right, so a couple of things I wanted to share with you. Of course, this kind of gave me that, the directional where this trade could be going. Of course, I didn't necessarily know that at the time, but if I set myself up correctly, I would have had my trade in place before this move actually happened. I would have, set something here so that if price broke below that level, down below the 1.9542, it would have got me in the trade and it would be all good. So that's one thing you can do. If you don't want to eyeball it, wait up for it and stuff like that and not miss it, you can basically set a level. And if it breaks that level, goes down, great. And even on the upside, if it broke to the upside, then great. But you can see it's showing you it's down, so I wouldn't even mess with that. But if you wanted to hedge your bets, you could do that as well. But quite clearly, you have a clear indicator, very clear indicator. Again, I got two different things to tell me that this trade is going down, right? So I've got my heat map software that told me these were the New Zealand's currencies would appear to be trading. So, that again, that was very easy for me to go into and do my trades from there. Okay. Let me see if I've got it on this chart here. Heat map. I'll have to bring that up. So the other thing that I thought was quite interesting was the fact that if I go to the New Zealand CAD, same kind of deal, guys. You could have just literally gone for the CAD pairs, the New Zealand pairs, and paired them up. Same thing. You can see here. Price is just hovering around this price and this level, and then boom, soon as it hit 10 o'clock, like shot up. So you could have literally. I got into this one late. I'm actually still in this trade. You might be able to see. I'm still in this trade. I'm up about 300 quid on this trade at the moment. It looks like it's going to bomb out soon. And I decided to take that trade late because I looked at the move and I was like, man, this is really powerful. If I set myself up correctly, I would have done a similar thing. Let me drop to a 5-minute. I want to show you how you can nail these moves. If you know that there's going to be a release and stuff like that. So same kind of thing here, right? If I go down here, you can see the price is just hovering above the pivot line. Okay, in this case, let me just take this off. In this case, you can see price, bouncing between this range here. Okay, so two things you could do. So you missed a trade, you can place a trade here. Just as it's going above this line here, you could place a trade here, and you will capture this move as the trade goes. And you can see that trade is. I made about 300 on it, right? But look how late I got in. Is down this level here. I missed out literally on over and beyond. That should be 700, 800 easy on that one trade. So that's one thing you can do with the pivot lines. Great, it's quite easy for you to see. And if you did want to hedge your bets, there's no need to, but it's a free thing. You can just put it on if your broker allows it. But again, you can see quite clearly the amount of times this hovered over the 50 line and then it just went. But that's one thing you can do. I thought was pretty darn cool. And I will be doing a similar thing. Who knows what the movement will be like tomorrow on the other pair I'm going to trade. But I'm going to be a lot more prepared, trust me, for that one for tomorrow. Again, I was really looking forward to this trade because I knew if this news comes out, and there was obviously 2 different news releases, it's going to be absolutely massive, which it was. So again, I'm just going to bring up my heat map, and I'm going to show you the Agimat software I use. The other software I use actually alerts me, but the alert function wasn't working yesterday. It's working now. I made sure it's working now because I didn't want to miss that move. You can see here, this is the trade I've still got going on. And New Zealand CAD. Yeah, so it showed me the New Zealand pairs were the pair to trade out of all of these other currencies. It's quite clear. I just needed to focus on this. And even right now, all of these 7 pairs you could have made money on. So whatever you made money on, I was just initially focusing on the pound New Zealand, and then I got into New Zealand CAD. All of these pairs could have made me money. So if you can multiply, at least 500 each, that's over £2,500 on that trade. Okay, based on my trading size. Of course, your trading size will be different, your lot size will be different and stuff like that. But I'm talking about going after the low-hanging fruit. Just make life easy for yourself. The other software that I use, let me just show you that real quick, and then I'll be done with this video. But I just thought it was quite interesting how, again, this is the New Zealand pair, right? This is the pair I'm only interested in, all right? So I typically have an alert when it goes above the 3 level, okay? It alerts me. So can you see right now, above the 3 level, again, I mentioned that the alert system wasn't working. I've now made sure it does. Can you see that at 9:35? I've got 2.6 on the scale there, and it hits over this level you know, a few minutes later it goes 3.6. So this would have alerted me about the New Zealand pair. So I've got an audible alert. If I look at my alerts, I've got an audible alert. New Zealand. This would have been the alert, which I added afterwards at 3 o'clock. At level 3, it alerts me. These are other levels that are triggered for pairs, which I'm not trading right now. I've still got this trade going on, so I'm still in the trade. So I'm happy with that. You can see the level, it just hit maximum, right? It just went. You can see how quick it went. Like by 10 past, it was at the top. So within 10 minutes, that it went from, it's faster than a Bugatti. It went from, you know, under the 3 level, which it would have alerted me down here about, you know, 25 minutes prior. And then it just boomed up here. So I know New Zealand is strong, like it's strong. The news release came out at 10 and literally just bam. So again, that would have taken me in my trade. And if you paired up against these different pairs, you should be in the money quite clearly, quite easily on a news release. So again, tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a similar thing for the USD pairs. So again, I'm hoping that the US dollar will just be quite clear. Trading the US dollar pair up here would either be an up, down, you know, whichever way around. You can see the numbers here right now. Nothing's really happening. These are really low numbers. Besides New Zealand dollar, no surprise. Yeah, the New Zealand dollar pair is 0.95. It starts to trigger when it's like 0.3. So it's at 0.95. So it's huge right now. So again, quite easily to identify the moves, guys. So that is all I want to share with you. If you're going to be doing this, like I said, let's just have a look at the wrap up with the calendar. This calendar is showing us tomorrow now, 8:30 a.m. USD time. It's 1:30 in the afternoon in the UK, and 8:30 for those of us on the East Coast. All right, guys. So enjoy that. Have fun trading, and I'll see you on the next video.